and welcome. This is Giraffe Reaction Zone, and this is a different episode. This is an episode when I just went through the all three sagas, first three sagas. It's almost 200 episodes, and I would like to give you my feedback. I've went through like 200 episodes, 195 to be exact, and I must say the anime is pretty good. Not excellent, not amazing, also not bad. So what makes this anime very close to excellent, it's very good, is that the variety of the characters. I really like the variety, because you definitely will find characters in that anime which you really like, which another characters which you can interpersonate with or simply hate them. That's a massive big thing. Another very good thing which is it is a world building, because not only the whole first saga, the East Blue, was like medieval-ish, that you have loads of different countries, similar weather, but then you're going through to the Grand Line, and that's where is the point when the world building is getting crazy, because it is a 16 different weathers with different climates, let's say, and each island have a different climate, which is really great, because that means whenever you're going from one island to another, you can go like with a drum island, where you just have a snow island, and then we proceed through straight to the Alabasta, which is the summer island, or dry season, if you know what I mean. The world building, the scenarios, the islands are really on the plus side. Obviously it is quite emotional, but we will go to that later. And why it is not excellent? Because it have two flaws, in my humble opinion. And first of all, it's just simply dragging, that sometimes we get in an episodes which nothing really happened, there's not much world building, there's not much happening, and I don't know why it's that. And even though there is like 1-2 jokes within a 20 minutes episode, it is still simply not enough to recognize the anime as excellent. But if you will cut out all of those parts and leave the good content and make it like, instead of 1000 episodes, make it 800, again, I'm not there, I don't know what's gonna be after those 200 episodes, that would be excellent. The second part, which if that will be fixed, it will be amazing, is characters deaths mainly. We got a Pell character which was going to the sky with a big huge bomb with a massive radius. It is like almost like atomic. It's not atomic because I will be everything vaporized, but extremely big, explosive. He was in the center of it, and he barely have a scratch. He can still walk, he can function by himself like after a day or two. That's really, which I even make an episode when I was doing the reaction, and I spoke about his sacrifice being a great thing, because that's massive thing for the character development. And then a couple episodes later, we getting a reveal that he's almost untouched. Seriously One Piece. So that's two major flaws. Again, I'm not a big deal if I hope that will change in the future. If not, we can still, it is still a very good show, obviously. If I will want to recommend it or not, definitely, yeah, it is worth watching because of the good stuff, which I said at the very beginning. It is definitely stronger than all of the bad side, because as I said, if you cut out all of the boring moments, which the dragging moments, let's say, then you have amazing show. Yeah. Which saga I enjoyed the most? So if I want to break it down somehow, the first one is kind of like a normal one, Gathering Saga. It's mainly about, crew members, all the backstories, all the sad moments, or the good stuff while traveling together, adventuring together, great stuff. The second saga, we get into the first testing point, let's say, how we can survive in the Grand Line. From the very first episode, when Kobe mentioned it is a graveyard for the pirate graveyard to be exact, and yeah, it's like a tough area to be. And then we getting the final villain, which is one of the 7 warlords, which is of the high end. It is like one of the 7 most influenced pirates in the world. So yeah, they really put themselves into very high challenge. And the third saga is massive adventure, facing literally the so-called god, but the god is simply by name because it's actually the king of the Skypia saga. And yeah, in case of the world building, it's amazing place. Amazing. It just dragged a lot. It looks like it is such a great place, but apart of that, the content creator who was making it couldn't show us much more. He didn't have too many ideas for the island to be. And I was really feeling that because the moment they just arrived, they straight away become like wanted people. And there was like only one episode which was like world building, showing the city, all of that, the old dials. And the rest is like the sacrifice altar, the facing the priest, the law, what was happening there. So yeah, it went kind of too quickly. And then they got to the point like this saga could finish within a couple episodes, so they start dragging it out and they couldn't find the stories to fill the gap. Again, amazing adventure. If I have to pick out of those three, if I have to rank it, number 3 obviously it's gonna be a Skypia, just because of there was not much stuff happening there. Yes, it was amazing mantra thing. Yes, there was a few things amazing, but there was missing like the world building and the characters. Almost every single character was kind of like annoying. Like, okay, they have like one goal when they committed, when they successful with the goal, they was just pointless characters, and the anime was just showing them and they literally have no point to even be and taking the screen time. So I'm putting that number 3. Number 2, and I'm really struggling here because East Blue was amazing story. No major threats except of the Arlong and Smoker. I think that's number 2. I will still put Alabasta Saga. Despite amazing world building, because the world building were great, way better than all of other 2 sagas, because we had several islands, several different islands. We got the giants, we got the warlord. There was loads of stuff happening there. The storytelling was pushed to the roof to there. The opponents were on the skyrocketing. The fights were amazing there. However, when we get to the Alabasta, because I wasn't like, the storytelling wasn't really telling to me, because we were going with a Vivi basically, with a Vivi footstep, which is the princess of Alabasta. And yeah, I was getting the feeling why we should even help her. The only reason why we as a pirates being there is because they put bounty posters on the Luffy, Nami, don't remember who else head, because they know the truth about the Baroque Works company. That's all. We wasn't really obligating to save the country. This came later on because of Luffy, basically speaking, because he is so pure, which actually I don't really like, because Luffy wants to be a pirate, and however he's in my opinion, he wants to be more a hero than a pirate, because he seeing things white and black, not seeing the great things. So if you are a pirate and you go in there, you thinking treasure. If you are a pirate, you thinking about yourself mainly, not about others. You can think about others in case of your crew, yes, of course, but not like when you go into the whiskey peak, which people pretend to be their friends, they just welcome because it's a Grand Line entrance, and then Zoro slaughtered them because he knew the truth. And then Luffy pops in and he's saying, hey Zoro, what did you did? Why? I'm gonna punish you. You're gonna punish your own vice captain just because he slaughtered all of the other guys. Why just not gain whatever they got and just say, wait, you are a pirate for God's sake, isn't it? So as long as the story is amazing, the walkthrough is good, I just didn't catch the point that we have to help Vivi. That was the only missing step, because everything else was pinpoint great, massive. Yeah, I really liked it. It's just that we have to help Vivi. I didn't want to help her. In fact, I was finding her kind of annoying character. But again, that's my perspective, of course. And the reason why I choose East Blue, really, East Blue Saga as a best one, because we gathered the crew. We known their backstories, again, very touching backstories. Every single one have extremely unique backstories, which I really, really like. And their behavior, the way how Luffy was committed to gain a crew, how he was persuading them foolishly, stupid ideas, or even massive, controversial, like he put the ultimatum to Zoro: join me or you're dead, because the rifles were pointing at Zoro. Zoro was tied up to the pale, and that's it. He would be done for, except he will join Luffy, then Luffy will help him out, free him out. You're gonna be my first mate. And that's why Zoro accepted. I really like the way how he used advantage of the situation just to gain the crew. Even though he had no ship, no crew, nothing, no money, nothing. And yet he got such an influential and impactful crew member like Zoro is. He is extremely strong for the East Blue standard. He's one of the top. Yes. The Nami, Sanji backstories, amazing backstories. Then we get into the Lookdown, the first test actually, just before the entering the Grand Line, facing the old opponents as well as the Marine Captain Smoker, which is amazing character as well. Massive revelation that the Thunder, which was saving Luffy. Yeah, great moment. So, just despite the crocodile, the Alabasta saga is very good saga. Don't make me wrong. The only flaw which was that I didn't really catch the storytelling. I wasn't really following that. Where the East Blue was perfect, and then the finale of the East Blue going into unknown. That's what we like. We want to go somewhere when we do not know what's gonna happen. That's the piracy. That's the adventure. What you wanna see. That's why I like East Blue saga. The best moments, the most emotional and impactful moments. So, yes, I have though. Let's start with emotionals. I think I have like 3 biggest emotional moments which I can recollect now, which I remember that my voice were shaking. I was really put to the point that between each episode in an anime episode in a video, I had to take like a small break because I had to cool down. I had to gain my composure back. Let's rank them. So number 3 spot definitely goes to the recent tale between Calgara Warrior and Mont Blanc Noland. It's not full deep, it's just true friendship recently. And the thing what makes me so emotional is the tragic ending. Because they got separated, and then what happened? The Calgara Warrior got blown away to the sky with his tribe, with his city, and that one small event was so cruel, because when Noland went back, obviously with the army, because the king wants to collect the gold, which Noland was speaking of, and there was nobody there. You know, despite, I know if they will be there, it will be tragic as well, because Noland make a wrong decision there. Yeah, but that's on Noland. There was nobody there. He couldn't reunited with a friend. Okay, this is not super bad thing, but because he couldn't reunited with his friend and they got separated, they said that for a while, they said bye in such a bad timing. That wasn't a normal goodbye when they said they want to reunite it, and they never in their entire life reunited because they died. No, Calgara died in a battle for the sky, and Noland was executed for the crucial lie, which wasn't even a lie. It is a sad backstory, sad tale, which took 400 years to be resolved by their descendant. Okay, Cricket learned about it. Okay, Cricket had peace of mind, but what about Noland? What about the Calgara? It doesn't matter that Viper learned, he fulfilled his duty to Calgara, but Calgara, did he even know that? He died with the thought that he never reunited with Noland, and Noland as well, and that's the most crucial and sad thing. Definitely taking number 3 spot. And now number 2 and number 1 I will put together because I don't know, both were extremely sad. I'm talking here obviously about Nami's backstory from the East Blue. It's so bloody cruel, that backstory. Death of a mother, then sister getting shot, the whole punishment, the whole bullying for Arlong towards Nami, exceptional, and wow, for so long, isn't it? Because she was, I don't know how many years old, but he was a child, and then she grew up towards that. And yeah, super sad. And the second super sad story is actually a Chopper backstory as well. The Doctor Hiluluk, great man, great doctor, even though he wasn't really healing people up. He was a great man, to the point that he make a true sacrifice. And this is an exception, because this is actually a death in the story. This is why make this moment great, because there was a death involved. Death which changed everything, because if Dr. Hiluluk would be alive like Pell, I wouldn't be even sad, really. But now, because Dr. Hiluluk is not with us anymore, makes the pain much deeper. And Chopper was so young, and he was also bullied because there was so many races. He was like combined two races, human and the reindeer, and none of the tribe, neither the animals or the people, accept him as a member. Nobody. And then the only person who took him home, give him a warm home, and then he have to make a sacrifice. Just the thing that he gave that extremely poisonous mushroom to him, just to him let him feel better, to feel his cure. I don't know what kind of cure was, probably a cancer. It's so sad story. So yeah, those both moments were truly great, and yeah, I will never forget them for sure. Those moments make One Piece really, really great. And look, there were death involved. So as I said, if One Piece can make more deaths, will be so much more impactful. And again, it's gonna be more sad. True. My favorite character, yeah, definitely one of my favorite characters. True. Yeah. So, my favorite character. Within the Straw Hat crew, my favorite character is definitely gonna be Zoro, because I like when he is so serious about stuff. I think he is the one who knows the piracy as a term the most. He knows that he cares about his crew members. I think he's treating like Chopper like a brother for sure. Luffy as a captain, yes, also like a, I don't know, brother maybe. But definitely have full of respect for his captain. He was the only one, the hardest to persuade when Robin joined. So I really like that, instead of when others were so foolishly convinced that Robin is a good person. She is a good person, yes, I definitely that. I'm buying that. I'm seeing what she's acting. She's definitely not trying to rebel and screw them over. At least not for now. I'm not seeing any hints of that. Where, for example, Luffy trying to goofy around a lot. And as much as I like Luffy because he's captain, so he is the most important on the ship, and however he is one of the the most, if I can call that. He is the dumbest out of all of them, making so many silly things, and it is fine, but it's good whenever he have a limit. And I also having a problem with Luffy that he is so good, so have a so good heart, because he wants to be a pirate, so he needs to know that to be a pirate, you have to act like a pirate. You need to, the first rule for you, what you and the crew can gain through the situation what you're having, not how you can help others, because you're treating them as a friend. Because in Alabasta, he treated Vivi higher, literally, than his crew members. He put his crew members to fight Baroque, and you don't even know they're gonna win. What if he will help Vivi? What if he succeed, but he will lose one of the crew members? Let's say Chopper or Zoro will die. But you save the country. At what cost? That's what I don't really like in Luffy as a captain. I was having a conversation throughout on the comments with you guys, with Dorian and others, that he, as a captain, is improving, that he will gain more knowledge, let's say more intelligence throughout the journey, that he's improving with every next. Okay, I'm seeing slowly getting better. He's trusting in Zoro, like that. He making decisions slightly better, but he's also still goofy. Which is why my favorite character is gonna be Zoro, who is always constant, always serious about stuff. Okay, he have a goofy moment, and those goofy moments are even greater than Luffy's goofy moment because it's so less. It is so much less of them. Yeah, Zoro is definitely my character. In case of villain favorite characters, I would say who? Definitely none from the East Blue, because those villains were just terrible in my opinion. Arlong, okay, but his hatred is too much. It is just pure evil. Kuro being smart, the great plans, he sabotaged himself, really. Krieg relying on the weapons, Buggy being a clown. Shanks, yes, Shanks, but he's not a villain, but Shanks is... I'm having a feeling he is very similar to Luffy. That he's gonna help. However, Shanks is more as a pirate than Luffy, because when those bandits entered the bar, he didn't care about the bar at all. He didn't care about the damage what this bandit did, as long as Makino, the barman, is arrived and safe. Because they caused so much damage for the pub, and the pirates didn't care, and this would make them the true pirates. They didn't really care. They just care about people. Okay, it's still too much. It's still too much into the one side. But on the other side, they at least don't care about the stuff. That somebody else may lose something because of that. They don't care. So Shanks is definitely higher in my rankings than Luffy. And the worst characters, because if we're having the best, I can also speak about the worst. It is gonna be a villain. And that villain is Pearl. I hate that guy. As I said at the very beginning, that everybody will find the characters who you hate and who you like. My hateful character is Pearl. It is so dumb. I hate dumb people. Really hate. When they're doing dumb things, when the character is decent enough and he's doing dumb things, I'm laughing. I'm enjoying that because temporarily, currently, he's dumb. I'm laughing at him. But if you are constantly dumb, you're wearing shields, you're wearing some kind of ball on your head, acting like a dumb, losing to the falling master, really? And you are that strong, really? You know, I'm really hateful to the pure idiots who every single action is just pulling them back. And yeah, one of those characters is Pearl. Filler episode. I believe at some point they were necessary to the story. Maybe the anime was overlapping the manga too much, that they want to space out, that they let manga to build up more ahead. That's what I'm thinking. That's why the fillers are normally here, like from the main story, from the book, from the manga. Like, again, that's why the fillers are here, and they are never good, to be honest. Rarely happening that the fillers actually be interested so much. Yes, it is a side story, and that's about it, because people who creating fillers are not the content creators. It's not Elichiro Oda, no. So in case of One Piece. So yeah, I watch the fillers because it's good to know what is happening there. I even have in my power level section one of the characters from the fillers, but to be honest, you know, when I'm watching like 5 episodes of the fillers and I will delete like the boring stuff, it's barely matching 1 episode of the normal content. And is it waste of time? You still want to know that, but if somebody asks me they should watch it, I will say definitely no. They dragging so much more than every other episodes. In my reaction when I'm having anime episode, I'm trying to fit 2, sometimes 3 if there is no power levels in one video, and in case of the fillers I'm just putting 5 or sometimes 6 because it's just not much content or so low content, so boring that you really at some point you can actually fall asleep at a certain point. So yeah, I'm definitely, if I have to say if I'm liking or disliking fillers, I'm definitely saying I'm not really fan of them, and that's about it. It is pointlessly to speak about them further on. I hope, because I've got some good vibes from the comment that they are a good fillers, they are gonna be a good fillers. Alright, let's see. For now, all of the fillers kind of lame, to be honest. There were some good moments, don't make me wrong, like Sanji and Zoro kiss. I think they kissed each other. That was very funny moment, but one funny moment on the 5 episodes. You know what I mean. So why power level section? I'm getting that questions every now and then actually, so why I am actually doing that? I did research before doing the anime reaction, and I've noticed there is so many reaction creators, especially the One Piece reaction, and I'm doing One Piece reaction too. So what actually makes my channel stand out at front of all my competitions really? You know, why you guys supposed to watch my reactions? You guys are telling me why you doing power levels. You're supposed to be focusing more on the content, on the storytelling. Yes, I am doing that. It just, if I will only do that within the reaction video, I've noticed especially I've noticed it now, maybe I didn't know it earlier, but I noticed it now that you guys doesn't really enjoy this that much. I saw the charts showing me which parts you like to watch, so you like to watch my reaction on the go when I'm saying something, instead of at the end of the video talking about that, because we already seen that, we already went through that. You guys don't want to see it, I understand, it's fine. Still, the main reason why I did that, I was like, it's all about being unique in my opinion. So before doing the reaction, I thinking to myself what I can add into the table that you guys actually would like, and I'm thinking I should give something at the end which nobody ever did. I can do like the power levels, which I did it now, which it's ongoing, or I can do like tier list, like what happened in this, what I like the most, what I like the weeks, compare characters, which characters I like more. There is many of things, and I went through the power levels, and then again, let's say I will be doing reactions to another anime which might be in the near future, and I want to be unique too. Again, I want also be unique to my own self, to my own anime reactions for One Piece, which means I'm not gonna do the power level rankings most likely, unless you guys really requested it, again, to different anime. I'm gonna still do some another section at the end, just to be unique from others and unique from me. Well, that's my idea, but that's for future. So yeah, I want to give you guys something which you will came here, oh, this guy doing something else, let's see, let's find out, maybe you will like it. I hope you guys like it. I'm doing all of that for you. I'm also was saying funny, like people was confronting me, oh, he's like a, what was that? There's some acronym. You guys use some acronym which I had no idea. I literally have to Google it what you guys mean, and turns out it was like, oh, he's doing the power leveling like in Dragon Ball, something about the Dragon Ball, but it has nothing to do with that. Literally, I did some kind of a casting before the reaction, and I choose those ones to do with One Piece. Simple as, and different anime, it's gonna be a different thing 99% of the time. So yeah, but again, I'm not gonna abandon that. I still want to give you some unique content. I don't want to be the same guy like every single other on the YouTube. I'm not that type of a guy. I'm gonna give you always something decent to see. Like now, I'm just doing the interview right now because, yeah, I'm not seeing that things often, to be honest. So yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy it somehow. Maybe some of you don't, probably. So yeah, if you guys enjoying it, don't forget to give me a like on this episode, because I'm pushing loads of efforts to that episode. Now let's talk about my channel, yeah? Okay, what actually inspired me to do reactions of One Piece? And I want to do something on YouTube. I probably mentioned that already. I want to be, maybe not the entertainer, which I can be entertaining, no problem, but I want to be influencer. I want to have something. I want to see myself on a YouTube. That was my ultimate goal. And yeah, I can, for now, till now, it's still ongoing. I can spend only maximum 2 days a week actually to do the YouTube content. So it's not easy to manage the time. I'm thinking to myself, what kind of type actually can pull it off? What kind of type of a content? If I will be doing like informational video, I will have to put so much time for research, probably like a couple of days, maybe 1 week for those 2 days. And then another week I'm gonna be like editing that. So it's gonna be like one video at 2 weeks at best. That's what I'm thinking. And that's simply not enough for YouTube. YouTube wants more, YouTube needs more. Because if you're gonna do one video, 2 weeks, It's gonna take you forever to even stand out. Forever. Yes, some people will say, okay, good content equals good quality. Lots of people will watch it, lots of subscribers I will gain. Yes, sure. But there's also how much time you have to and effort you have to put into that. Don't forget, if I have only 2 days a week to make informational content, unless it's like a live, like talking about sport, maybe what is recently happening, but if maybe like live, like news, maybe, but the news are the least favorite, because if I make something about what happened yesterday, next week you're not gonna see it because it's outdated. And I want to make something which is evergreen. So I found the reaction video. At least it is for me a good start. I'm not as confident as I am now, and still I'm not as confident when I wanted to be. If you will go back to my first 20 videos, I'm really not that confident on the speech. Yeah. Also with editing as well, I'm progressing. I'm learning a lot recently over time, and to give you better content every next time. So yeah, when this drives me into the reaction video, it is kind of easy, and I can pull off more content a week, which is the minimum, like 2 videos a week, which now I'm even pushing 3 videos a week, but sometimes it's simply impossible to pull off. And why anime? It's unknown. I like adventure, I like actions, I like even piracy. Yeah, I like it, but piracy is less relevant. And I like comedy as well. Yeah, I want to laugh. I want to enjoy what I am doing. And I did try it. I did the couple of first reaction video. I liked it. So let's continue, and I hope I'm not gonna stop here. You guys, feedback, yeah? Do I like it? Oh, without you, I probably will give up already, to be honest. If till now, with so much content what I'm doing, let's say I will not get even one single comment under the videos, like empty, and having like up to maybe 50 views each video, no more, I will guarantee I will probably shut down this YouTube content. Probably I will start something else, maybe I will pivot, but definitely I will not continue doing One Piece. Even now, from now, if you will guys stop giving me feedback, stop giving likes, stop giving comments, I will probably stop as well. I will probably didn't finish One Piece. I will just left it alone. Maybe I will later on come back, like, to watch it for myself. That's about it. You guys are the key for this channel, and without you I cannot even progress. I cannot do anything. And the best feedback, actually, what you can do, obviously commenting. Commenting for me is right now one of the most. The second most thing which I really appreciate what you guys doing is actually watching the video, because I am checking analytics, I am checking how videos performing, and I must say that on average, my video is improving, and I really appreciate it. The most impactful feedback right now is actually the watch time. The second most impactful, probably at the same time, is the comments. I really need that. And if you guys can help me out with the comments, I really, really appreciate it. So let me comment what you think about that. Let me know in the comment. Also, I forgot to mention, there is a bad feedback as well. And remember at the very beginning, when I start doing my shorts to gain more attention for my channel, I was even getting some kind of, oh, if you're loving One Piece, you are a gay. I remember that comment long time ago, almost like in first month of my YouTube channel. I was like, what the hell is happening here? Obviously, I was expecting I will get some haters, but to that degree, wow. I was worried and thinking what to do at that point, and then I saw the very next day 3 more comments underneath that actually defending me, and this is the best feedback as well which I've got so far. Your support, I know you are supporting me, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Some of you actually asking, what about my second channel? Do I'm gonna create second channel? And yeah, because this channel, it might not show yet, because it's still for me a beginning. It's mainly One Piece, but it's not the purpose. My thing is that this channel, it is called Giraffe Reaction Zone, because I'm gonna do the reactions. I'm not gonna do reactions only for One Piece. I'm planning to do other anime, so definitely in this channel it's gonna be more. For the second channel, if I'm gonna do it, I will probably do like a gaming channel. It's still kind of in a plan. I like actually strategy games, so possibly I will open it in the near future or further future, I do not know, but eventually I'm gonna probably do it and I'm gonna run 2 channels. But again, there is restriction, there is a limits, and there is a line which I need to cross to open another line, to open another account, which means I need to get support from YouTube in case of ads. So until I'm gonna get monetized, I'm probably gonna stick with 1 channel and still building up the audience here, hopefully to get more people to watch me. Have I noticed any audience growth since I started doing reaction to One Piece? I mean, the thing is, I'm only doing One Piece reactions for now, so obviously every next subscriber is a key for me. Every next subscriber is very impactful, and I need that. So obviously I'm seeing from the very beginning when I started doing the reactions, I was getting like very low attention, was like half an hour watch time maybe, until like first... Basically, maybe when I started dealing with Sanji in a One Piece first saga, then I start finally getting more and more attention. So far I was like within a mark of 10 views, then I saw like after a month was like 50 views. That was like next breaking point for me. Now I'm getting average of 100-120 views, which is awesome, because I'm looking also on the other channels reactions. I'm not just who are on similar level, who's doing only One Piece reactions, and also the episode what they are in. Obviously they are way ahead, people who are way ahead, but mainly because they had also other channels, other reactions. But those ones who actually have only One Piece, I'm actually thinking I'm doing pretty well. So yeah, thank you for your support. I'm hoping that will continue or even improve. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate that. Hope for the best. So yeah, I mentioned already that I'm planning in the near future or further future to start another anime in this channel. Yes, it's gonna be in this channel. What anime? It is still a small unknown for me. I was doing some kind of research. I'm definitely planning to make some anime which is ongoing right now. That's the key for me, and it's not have as many episodes and loads of people liked. So it's hard. I know right now there are a couple of anime actually ongoing and resolving. I think one of them is, I don't know I'm pronouncing that correctly, Bleach. It is currently ongoing, but it has so many episodes. I think I'm worried if I will, for example, start it now, the anime will finish and I will be like stuck in the halfway, so that might be a small problem. There is also other stuff. It's like Shangri-La Frontier, something like that, and this is like a brand new Solo Leveling, but Solo Leveling is currently not airing. And there's also the old ones who are still unfinished and are waiting for the new season, I believe, like, what's they called? The name, like Demon Slayer, might be, maybe Attack on Titan, but this is, I think, finished. So there is a lot, and I'm probably, before choosing, I will need to think what kind of other second section I'm gonna be adding into that, because again, I want to be unique, and I will probably do a poll from whoever is interested in that. You can make actually a vote, and I will obviously choose like 3 or 4. And we're gonna make a poll, and then we will see which anime is gonna be the best for us to have a reaction for. So that's what I'm planning to do, but again, still in a further future, because I have so many things with One Piece still to catch up, like power levels, like which I didn't finish still from the first saga. Again, I want to see the openings, because it is still coming, but it's just not much time for me to do that. There's also like the One Piece movie or One Piece series on Netflix, I think it was, so it has like 12 episodes and it's planning to be a next season. Apparently there will be some kind of a spoiling, so that's why I'm still holding this up, but I'm planning to do and see how much the anime and the movie is different. I'm really curious about that actually. So yeah, I'm planning to do that, and also planning to add a second anime. Again, we need to know that I'm sadly limited with the time. When I'm gonna get monetized, I'm definitely gonna put more time into that, so let's do it. Alright, that's about it. I think I've answered all the questions which I had prepared for, to be honest. And if you have more questions, obviously let me know in a comment. I will try to answer it on a question, or maybe even I will record a video like that to answer your questions. Another goal for my channel, I'm thinking when I have like 5,000 views, which far future, probably 1-2 years on a video, then maybe we can do a Patreon there, then we can see more stuff there, more uncut versions. But so far I have to stop on that because simply, not enough interest, isn't it? So yeah, that's that. If you have any ideas, any plans for me, what I can do to improve my channel, I definitely will be happy to hear about that. So let me know in a comment whatever you got in mind, and see you there in the comment section. Yes, and also see you in the next episode, in the next video, because soon we start in a 4th saga.